again, it's Leah. I'm back with another one of my videos. I wanted to share some thoughts with you today on getting together as cross-dressers. Human beings tend to congregate in tribes or groups or such with like interests. And cross-dressing is no different. It's a hobby or a way of life or a compulsion, whatever it is for you. There are others who feel similarly to what you feel, who do similarly what you do. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the groups that I've found that I think are supportive. Now, obviously, any human endeavor can be perverted in some way, okay? So I'm not even going to go to the dark side with the fetishists and stuff like that. I'm just looking at people who like to dress in the clothes of the opposite sex. And for us, it's mostly men who want to dress as women. Okay, that's cool. You want to appear feminine? That's your thing. There are others who share your same ideas. Now, you can stumble around blindly on the internet and try to find these people. There's dozens of them on Facebook or Instagram or, God forbid, Twitter. But there are other groups out there that are fairly organized and that provide a safe and supportive experience to join. I found 3 separate websites. One's called crossdresserheaven.com. There's crossdressers.com and crossdressershaven.com. All right? I like Crossdresser Heaven personally for 2 reasons. Number one, the website is a lot easier to navigate. It's clearer, it's not as cluttered. It does have some ads. Every website nowadays has ads, but it's easier to read the messages from people, it's easier to communicate, and they have a free chat room that you can actually chat with. And it's not off the beaten path. It's people being honest about wanting to dress as women, sharing ideas about makeup and clothes, about discussions with your significant other, about going outside as a woman, things like that. I found it very, very helpful, so I would like to recommend that to you. The other one is there is an organization on the web called meetup.com, which has a huge range of topics. There's sports topics and craft topics and science fiction and westerns and Civil War reenactments and all a bunch. And some of the topics are transgender issues. I've found 3 organizations here on the East Coast that I particularly like. There's 2 in the metropolitan DC area and 1 up towards Philadelphia. I'm not going to give them, read the whole full names there. Maybe I'll put a link down underneath in the description. That might be useful. But just go to meetup.com and look for transgender. Do a search on transgender. You have to join the site. It's simple enough. But then you can find these individual groups. And they have meetings, face-to-face meetings, in what would be considered transgender-friendly places. The 2 in DC specifically have meetings at least twice a month. The one up towards Philadelphia has at least every other month. They have a big meeting, get together, and we're talking, it could be anywhere as 50, 60, 70 women at these meetings. It's an amazing sort of thing. And you go there and there's total acceptance right then and there. Okay? Now, you might find somebody come up to you and say, you know, dear, the color combination on that blouse and skirt just doesn't work, and I'll tell you why. And you might get that. Or they might say, you know, that hair that you did, if you use your hair a little bit longer, I think it'd be a little more flattering for your body style. Or you'll get, oh my God, that is such a gorgeous outfit. Where did you get it? How did you put it together? Tell me all about it. And you'll talk about things that women talk about. Your feelings about how your clothes and your jewelry and makeup and such. And it's very warm and supportive. For those of us who are just getting started, I mean, I'm a fairly newbie on this, it really is nice to have another person or persons who share your interests, who are not judgmental, who won't be super critical. They may be critical of how you look, but that's just the way it is. But generally, to have someone who's supportive and who shares your interest really, really helps. So I'd recommend for you to go out there and check out both meetup.com and crossdresserheaven.com to see what you'd like to interact. As a side issue on this, being a techie geek, that's what I do for a living, I'm a geek, I would like to suggest that as you get more and more into your presence as a woman, whatever your persona is as a woman, online, establish a separate email account for your feminine presence, totally separate from your male account. That way, everything is separate and such, unless, of course, you're in transition, and that's a whole different matter. I'm speaking mostly to the cross-dressers who like to dress up occasionally and to enjoy that. Google, Gmail, you can establish a free account. Yahoo, AOL, there's a site called mail.com. There's also outlook.com, which Microsoft runs, and you can get free email addresses at all these places. Now, a lot of them will ask you for a cell phone number. Well, honey, not everybody still has it. There are still people out there who don't have cell phones, so you don't have to put the cell phone number in. What it is that establish one of these accounts. Then you use that account as a reference for any other accounts for backups and such, so it's sort of self-supporting. That way you can separate yourself. Your feminine persona is totally separate from your male persona, and it takes on life of its own. And it's amazing. I've been doing this now, like I said, for about 9 months, and if I Google my name online, my feminine name, I get all sorts of hits all over the place because I now have an electronic presence, electronic identity. So that would be it's a good thing to consider. Now, if you don't care about linking your current accounts to your feminine persona, then that's fine. You're perfectly able to go ahead and do what you want to do with that. All in all, I keep trying to give you little tidbits and hints on how to enjoy this experience, to fit in with society in general, and just to have fun. Anyway, okay, I've rattled on and on and on now. It's getting late. I am going to do some household chores, just to tidy up and such, regular stuff. Being Leah in a normal, ordinary situation is wonderful. And I hope that you, when you're in your feminine persona, enjoy it as well. So, this is Leah saying, until next time, stay true to yourself. Bye-bye.